Well, I finally got a email from Blizzard, the beta key code for this game, and I gotta say I really enjoy playing this. It's amazingly fun, and coming from a guy like me, that's saying something because I've never had the slightest interest in a card game up until now, except for maybe when I was in elementary school collecting Pokemon cards, and well, even back then I was more into the whole collecting the cards more so than actually the card playing aspect of Pokemon. For the past couple years, I've been playing mostly first-person shooters, action-adventure games, puzzle games here and there, platformers too, but never a card game. And this game was pretty easy for me to get into. I didn't feel overwhelmed, and yet it still seems to have a significant skill gap for the players who are more skilled or more competitive in the card playing community, to not feel left out. It shows because whenever I play Arena, I get absolutely destroyed, and it's kind of frustrating. I'm not sure if it's because I'm making poor decisions or I just suck at picking cards out on the fly. Um, but I'm gonna want to talk about a few things about this game that I've had troubles with, and a few suggestions I would like to see. Hopefully, the final product of this game have, or eventually be a final update. I'm not entirely sure what is left out in this beta, as opposed to what's gonna be released in the full game. Perhaps it's been explained on some forums. Regardless, I'm gonna state my opinions. And hopefully people agree with me, and if this gets enough attention, maybe Blizzard would see it and incorporate it into their game. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to talk about a few issues I've had with the game. I have this game on my MacBook Pro and on my PC, and when you go to search for a game, you get the little screen here that scrolls and the cancel button right here. On that cancel button, there's a little black line. It's not that noticeable at higher resolutions, but I definitely play on my MacBook Pro when my screen size isn't that big. It's very noticeable. So it's just a small little issue, not a huge issue. It's just a little line, just pointing that out there. Also, I've had problems with this game going black on me, and basically it on my PC, it's as if I alt tab out of the game without actually pressing alt tab randomly during a match. I don't know what that's about. It's only happened 2 or 3 times, and it's just been completely random. I can't recreate it whatsoever. It just seems completely random. FYI, I'm using Windows 8, and I'm using a GTX 670 EVGA. Another thing, when you're playing games and you silence a minion, the silencing effect is absurdly loud compared to any other effect noise. That needs to be turned down a bit. I don't know why the silencing noise is so loud, but it just needs to be turned down. Not a huge complaint, just, to turn it down. It's kind of loud. Let's see what else. I don't think I have any more critiques besides those things, and to be honest, those aren't really that big of critiques to make. Oh wait, no, there is another one. When you're building a deck, let's see, I click on my mage. Okay, a problem I had, I don't do this anymore, but when I first had the game, whenever you're making a deck and you're clicking, and then I go to click, oh, click done. I've accidentally so many times have clicked the bottom card and completely forgot what card it is. I really think it's convenient to be able to, simply just one click and it disappears. That makes it really fast and simple. A way, I believe, around accidentally clicking a card when you're trying to click done is simply make this bar a bit higher or lower the, make it so you can't click right here or something. Like raise it right here so that there's more space here and you don't accidentally click on the cards when you click done. I think that would resolve that issue. As far as suggestions goes about this game, like I said before, it's competitive, but I feel like it could be a bit more competitive. I know when you're playing chess, and um, a lot of times people like to play different types of chess, you know, time chess or whatever. I think this game would be great for the competitive community if there were a shorter time limit for you to make your decisions about what cards you're going to play. As of right now, I believe the time is around a minute 30 seconds to make your decisions before it's automatically switched to the next person. Um, so I think if you did like speed runs basically of the game, make it like 15-second decisions. I think that would be pretty cool. Unfortunately, I believe that there's a card that does that, and it might conflict with that card's ability and make it basically useless for some people's decks. Uh, so maybe that card, I don't know, increases or decreases the amount of time you have by like 50%, as opposed to it limiting to just 15 seconds. Or maybe, yeah. So I'm not sure if that should be something implemented into ranked mode or arena mode. I don't really feel it's absolutely necessary for that, but definitely have it be an option for when you are playing, um, for when you're playing private matches against your friends or something. Having that option would be pretty fun, I think. Also, this game has been getting quite a significant amount of views on Twitch, and already it's had a few tournaments for it. And I think it would be a really nice feature for this game to have some sort of spectator mode where someone could watch the match and see what each player has for cards. I think that would be a great feature to be able to see, have a spectator mode and be able to see both the opponent's cards. It would make it so much cleaner and so much nicer for when there's tournaments for this game, and make broadcasting a lot less of a pain, I'm sure. Another really nice feature to have in this game would be when you're making your decks, be able to see how well that deck is performing. So, let's say you made a new deck and you played a couple matches, you're unsure of how many games you won or lost. So you're not sure if you need to change something in it. Maybe you just had a bad couple of games, but overall the deck is actually quite good. So I think a really nice feature for this game would be if when you're crafting your decks, you'd be able to see what that deck's win-loss ratio is. So if you, like, for instance, hover over the deck, something pops up and it displays the amount of wins and the amount of losses and the percentage of your win-loss ratio. Another feature I would really like to see in this game is when you're competing against another player, and ranked, arena, or unranked, I would like to be able to communicate with them a bit more easily instead of using these 6 simple emotes. For instance, you could just simply type on your keyboard, a little bar pops up displaying what you're typing, press enter, and then something pops up similar to that, except probably over here, just where it's displaying their name, and you can see a little bubble displaying what it is the person said. That way, the game feels more interactive instead of just feeling empty, and it just really feels like you're going against a robot. I mean, there's really no communication going on in between the people besides the simple emotes. Well, that's all I have to say about the game so far. I've been playing this game for about a week now, and I've had a lot of fun. Unfortunately, a lot of people have been missing out on this game because they never have gotten the closed beta code from Blizzard. Fortunately for them, sometime in December, open beta will be released for this game, and they'll have a chance to play it before the actual game comes out. So I really suggest that you pick this game up. I found this game to be really enjoyable, and I believe anyone would be able to pick this game up easily and have a great time playing it. Thank you for watching, and share this video with people and help spread the word, and maybe some of the things I've suggested actually gets thrown into the game.